I was on my way home from work. I was actually at a stoplight.
My son was in 3rd grade and he was having behavioral issues.
I had to go on dialysis. Tried on multiple occasions to work full-time, just never worked out.
My daughter and I are off to lunch.
There was a machine in front of the buck hoist that somebody asked me to move. I was walking with it and my foot hit something on the trash or the pipe and it just ran on my foot and stayed there.
Behind me, they hit me and they hit another gentleman next to me and they just drove off.
All of a sudden, this car comes out of nowhere and just runs a stop sign, and next thing I know, my daughter and I are in an ambulance heading over to the hospital.
He was frustrated and he was overwhelmed, and that's why he was acting out. I went and had him tested, and I wasn't going to be able to afford the boot camp that they had.
They wanted paperwork proving that I was disabled, filled it all out, gave them the proper doctors that they needed to contact. Late June, I received a denial.
And as soon as something traumatic like this happens, everything's on hold. You no longer can be that strong mom that says, you know, hey, I can do it all, right? This comes to a point where you're instantly at a halt and you need help and you can't do all the things that you could before.
I can't go back to work. I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage, my bills. It was the most emotional thing I went through.
One of my friends gave me Jeff's name. I felt like he was emotionally invested. I feel like he kind of knew where I was coming from. He understood how emotionally distraught I was about my situation.
First thing I did was call Stewart J. Guss. Spoke to their intake. They were extremely nice. They were extremely helpful in the situation.
When I did get a hold of Sam and I found out that there is a way to be compensated for your injuries, that was just such a bigger relief.
I felt like I mattered to them. I wasn't just another client. They actually cared for me. They called me not just to ask about the case, but asked about how I was doing and if I'm doing better and if I'm...
Helped me out with everything. We went in, everything went as smoothly as she told me it was going to go.
He got all of the school records and implemented everything that Gavin needed.
When Mr. Godshall stood up for the first time and talked to the jury about my case, I felt comfortable. I felt we was gonna win, and I was confident in it.
Worked the following Monday that said everything was perfect. No problem, received my disability. The stress factor throughout the entire process was so little because of the firm that I don't know how to say thank you enough. They were amazing.
It's unbelievable, the difference. All of the extra help that he's getting, he needed it. I was happy for him to help me advocate for my son. I can honestly say that I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. He's worth every penny.
When I felt somebody had my back and I knew that what I did wasn't wrong and that I was hurt, it makes me feel like it's all worth it.
I would highly recommend the Richard Harris Law Firm if you've been in an accident or you need a good attorney. They're going to be there for you every step of the way. They're going to guide you through the process. And in the end, they're just going to do the right thing for you.
I know I can trust Guss.